Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick little video to show you what I'm working on. So this little rectangular shawl is now 14 inches wide by about 21 inches long. And I am working in Tunisian, and I am using Louisa Harding Girandola Pinwheel of Color. This is not sponsored. I bought this yarn probably 3 or 4 years ago. I think it is discontinued. Sorry. But it is a very small, it says a size 3 cotton acrylic and viscose, and it's got some metallic in it, as you can see. So there's some metallic there. It's very, very pretty. Anyway, this color is called Ruby by the Sea. So if you happen to find it somewhere, pick a few balls up. I'm going to be using, I don't know, not more than 3 balls because I have 3 balls. So I have 3 balls of it, and so I will not be doing more than that. I just did a Tunisian, and I chained 80 and then pulled up 80 loops. I'm using a Denise interchangeable hook. Let's see, this one is a size G6 4mm, and I do have an affiliate link for this in the description below if you are interested. So it does not cost you anymore. If you choose to shop, you can shop. My link is below. Okay, so this stitch, I want to give you a close-up of this stitch as best I can. This stitch is an alternating Tunisian simple stitch and then a Tunisian purl stitch. And I want to try to get the camera as close to the work as possible because these stitches are small. Okay, so Tunisian is worked all on the right side, and I have, and these are, sorry, this is color changing nail polish, so depending on how, it's a thermal polish, so depending on how hot or cool I am, it changes color if you're noticing this weird shade. Okay, so the first loop is on the hook already. This will happen every single row, but I am pulling up as if to Tunisian simple stitch for the first stitch. And then I am Tunisian purling for the second stitch, which means I'm putting the hook behind the yarn or moving the yarn forward, pulling up a loop in the previous stitch, working the yarn around. I do hold it with my thumb while I yarn over and pull through just the loop on the hook to make the Tunisian. So I do have videos for Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl stitch, Tunisian knit stitch, Tunisian for absolute beginners, the honeycomb stitch, the X stitch. So I think pretty much anything would look amazing in this yarn. I admit that I started out the first couple of rows of this pattern in the honeycomb stitch, and I found it to be a really good way to make it not curl at the beginning. And then I moved into this Tunisian simple purl, all alternating across. So that honeycomb stitch at the beginning, and I'll try to link these at the end of the video or put them in cards or something for you. But it's just a really easy pattern, and it makes this like vertical texture that is really, really nice. Now the back side looks like garter stitch in knit, and that is very typical for Tunisian. But let's look at this just a little bit more, and then I haven't decided how I'm going to finish it off. I might even put like a border all the way around it to make it a little wider than 14 inches. I haven't decided yet. So 80 stitches with a G hook, and I am Tunisian simpling and Tunisian purling, alternating those 2 stitches all the way across. So then on next rows, you're just literally stacking them. So the Tunisian simples will go on top of the Tunisian simples. The Tunisian purls will go on top of the Tunisian purls. With this yarn, it's kind of easy to lose the Tunisian purl, which is right here with my thumb with the blue tip. Okay, phone call, gotta go, hold on. Sorry about that, I had an important phone call, but here we are. Let's just do a Tunisian purl stitch. So it's easy for this stitch to disappear. Luckily with this multicolored yarn, it's easier to find. And I discovered that the slippery part of this yarn disappears more than the cottony part of this yarn. So I won't get to the slippery part, but it actually disappears a little bit more when you get to the slippery part. So you need to just be aware and make sure that you stay on pattern. And this, of course, would look great with any yarn. It would look especially great with another multicolored yarn like this one. This is going to be a shawl for kind of a multi-purpose, a multi-formal, semi-formal, casual. I wanted it to be very versatile. It's hard to find multicolored yarns that look great in crochet, but I think this Tunisian pattern is fantastic for multicolored sock yarns or multicolored slippery, trendy, what do you call them, novelty yarns. So I think you'll really enjoy it. So now the working yarn is now in the slippery part. And as I make this Tunisian pearl, like this one that I just made on the next row is going to like kind of disappear, and it's going to be harder to find. I've got just a few more to do, and then I'll show you what I mean. So when we get to the pink here, so the cottony part has a little bit more weight to it than the slippery part. So here we're at a slippery part of Tunisian Simple. And as I make this Tunisian Simple and pull up a loop, it pulls down on the Tunisian Pearl next to it. So luckily I can see it pretty well there in the pink, but look how short it got as I pulled up on the Tunisian Simple. So I have to make sure to get underneath that and slide it just as usual. Otherwise, you'll skip a stitch and your count will be off. So it's important that you maintain stitch count. So as I pull up a Tunisian Simple, it pulls down on the next stitch, which is the Tunisian Pearl. And so I got to make sure to not forget to do it as it kind of disappears into oblivion there. And that's mostly because this is the slippery, viscosy part of the yarn. Anyway, I hope you love this pattern. I'm having a great time. It's one of these great meditative, I can do while I'm in a meeting kind of pattern. And I hope you have a relaxing and valuable use of your day. Have a great day. Bye.